What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Aftersound here, bringing you Splinterlands content every single day. We also stream right here every Tuesday, Thursday, and Sunday morning. So come by and say hello. Okay, well, the QA test server is up and online for Mavs to go check out to try the new upcoming ranked reward system. We have about 10 or 11, maybe 12 days until it goes live. And the new rewards cards are out in all of their glory. So we are going to go through them. I'm here in the Eye Candy channel. So if you want to come through and take a look, we have all of them here. Now, aside from the two that were revealed on the last town hall, I haven't looked at any of these. So this is all going to be first impressions, but I want to try and take as deep of a dive as we can right now into where these might fit into the meta and how they might change the game that we know and love in the future. So let's go ahead and start from the top here. We got 12 cards. Now, the first is a common fire card, Bloodmaker. Okay, so what do we get at, all I'm going to do is I'm going to look at the maxed out version as well as the lowest level. So at level 1, you're going to get, okay, I lied. I think I do want to look at this at silver and gold too. So we'll see. I guess I can't say deep dive if we're not going to do a deep dive. So at the base level, you're going to get Scatter Shot. Not a big fan unless it's with Chaos Dragon, but we're going to get Scatter Shot. For 5 mana, you're getting 2 damage. 3 speed isn't terrible. So I'm immediately thinking, you know, is this someone that you pair with Jotun? Potentially, right? Now, at the max level here, and I guess we'll start at the max level from here on out, you are going to get 4 damage, 6 speed. So that speed picks up quite a bit. 5 health, Scatter Shot, and Cripple. Cripple is okay. It can come in handy in certain places, but the thing is, I feel as though Cripple is good when it's targeted. So when you pair it with something like Scatter Shot, it is not going to be ideal. Now, the thing is, for 5 mana to be able to get 4 damage at 6 speed, and then if we go down to gold, so that's gold is level 8, you're going to get 5 mana for 3 damage, 5 speed. It's pretty fast. It's pretty fast. It's not terrible, and I wouldn't be like one of my go-to cards. It's not available in the Little League rule sets because it is 5 mana. So I'm going to go ahead and say Bloodmaker is just okay. Initial thoughts is we're probably going to give it a 5.5 out of 10. Oh, I shouldn't start rating cards because then I'm going to have to really think hard about this. Ooh, Countess Senesh looking fabulous right now. That artwork is all you guys, everybody who voted in the town hall. She's looking really hot, literally, because she's holding a fireball here. So fantastic job to you guys on picking a. I don't know if I like the other artworks better, but this one definitely fits very nicely. So at the highest level, so if we're looking at maxed out or just maxed out in general, you are going to get Opportunity, Life Leech, Camouflage, Affliction, and Speed. Oh my goodness. Okay, so she reminds me of Lyra the Dark. You get Opportunity at level 1. 8 mana is a little pricey, but Lyra 7, so it's not, you know, there's a 1 mana difference there. You do get, but the thing is, at the beginning, you do get 3 damage. So at level 1, you get 3 damage. Your speed is 4, so not as fast as Lyra. And your health is 4, so not as much health as Lyra either. You're kind of trading. But one of the things that is a huge difference here is Life Leech. That's going to be absolute insanity. And we were just talking about pairing this with, pairing the other card with Jotun. Here's another card that you can pair with Jotun. And if you're going to do Opportunity and all of a sudden this guy's going to attack in the middle of the lineup somewhere, or this girl, I should say, Countess Senesh, is going to attack in the middle of the lineup, you'll be doing blast damage and getting Life Leech from all of them. Now, at the highest levels, at the max out level, you are going to get 4 damage plus 1 with Jotun. So now all of a sudden you're getting 3, you're doing 3 damage or 3 blast damage to each side. You're going to be getting so much Life Leech. And on top of that, you can throw them in the back and they will not get touched. See, this is one thing about Lyra. Lyra's fast, so sometimes she'll dodge, but now you got Camouflage. Ooh, I have a feeling this card's going to get nerfed somewhere because it is very, very powerful. Affliction is just kind of like the icing on the top. We didn't talk about Swift, but again, Swift was kind of the comparison. So Swift and Opportunity are the two that I would compare it with Lyra the Dark. So Swift, you don't get in gold the way that you do with Lyra. You got to wait all the way until the highest levels. But in gold, you do get 4 damage. 4 damage. That's 4 damage plus affliction. I think one of these is going to go away. I don't know. This is a very powerful card. Again, only a select few, less than 2,000 players, right? The number of Jotuns in circulation will really be able to use this to its full extent, unless, of course, we get to see what the other, what the new Fire Legendary Summoner has to offer, in case that could be some other kind of buff. But this is interesting. This is a very powerful card. I'm gonna want to stack up on them ASAP. I'm trying to think of if this is something that I would use outside of playing with Jotun, and I think regardless I would. Now I don't know that I would necessarily throw them at the back of the line, because then that kind of makes like the Life Leech. It makes like Life Leech and Camouflage throwing in the back doesn't really make much sense. So I could throw it in the second to last spot, so that as it gains life, it could, if it ever reaches the front zone, have a ton of life, leaving some time for maybe like a Dr. Blight actually. Oh gosh, you pair this with Dr. Blight, that could be really fun. Okay, this is definitely gonna be a fun card to play with for my fire deck. It doesn't pair well with Tarsa, but you know, whatever future summoners they have, both with the legendaries for Chaos Legion as well as potential summoners or a summoner for the what's that called? Oh my goodness, I'm blanking. Rift Watchers could be very interesting. Also, you can play with dragons, so there's another fun area. All right, so it looks like 2 fire, 2 water, 2... Okay, so there's 2 of the main... Nope. Yeah, 2... Oh, no, 2 of the main splinters, and then... So that's 10, and then 1 dragon, 1 neutral, and that's another neutral legendary. That's exciting. Okay, let's make our way down to the water monsters. Another Life Leech. Okay, so Mir Dampier. So Dampier is the... what is that called? Like the vampiric race. So it sounds like we're going to have a half mermaid, half Dampier race here. That goes, I guess, well with the with the water splinter. So at your most basic level here, excuse me, you got 4 mana, and you're going to have 1 damage, 2 speed, 4 health, but you get Life Leech. Now this is interesting. You know, I like Life Leech, but I like Life Leech on Magic much more. It seems like we just got 2 monsters in a row that have Life Leech at a ranged level. So, and actually, of all the 3 cards that we've looked at so far, all three have been ranged. So maybe range is getting quite a bit of a buff here. At level 2, you're gonna get an additional speed and then additional health. So bronze is okay. Let's see, in silver, you're gonna get cripple. Cripple and Life Leech seem to be very popular with this new Ranked Rewards update. I would say Cripple is okay. Yeah, in silver, this card is still just okay. I don't like. It's good for you know. I suppose the one that you could compare it to would be like Kulu Swim Hunter, which is another 4 mana, 2 damage card. And I think you can actually get 3 damage in gold. So at the max for gold, you're going to get Life Leech and Cripple. This could be interesting. In Diamond Plus, you do get Snare. And Snare, I think, is an underutilized ability. But again, most people will not be playing at that high level. So I don't know. This card, I don't know. At this point, I'm not really feeling, especially to go. Okay, so to go with my water deck, I really like to play melee, just because there's a lot of the cards play really well together. Kalia is great. I mean, Kalia is good for a lot of things, but just with the interplay of the other Chaos Legion cards, I really like. I really like melee cards. So this is not. I don't know. I'm not feeling this one as much. It could be interesting, and again, Life Leech always makes things, you know, could make games very interesting, but I'm going to go out on a limb here and say I'm not as big of a fan. Ooh, nice. Okay, so speaking of melee, it looks like we have a melee card here, Tidebiter, and this is 3 mana, so Little League eligible. It has reach at the 1st level and a speed of 4. I like it. Health of 4. This is it makes a decent secondary meat shield. Oh, and this is an epic card. So we've seen 2 commons, a legendary, and now this is the first epic that we are looking at. I don't know what the breakdown is, so we'll see how that goes at the end. Now, where this gets interesting is this is one of the cards that has the new Reflect Shield ability, which is beautiful. beautiful, because this is exactly what we're thinking about when it comes to it being paired with Reach. So I think that these two abilities going together are fantastic. This is going to be really nice for Little League games. The thing is, a lot of games are going much higher mana now. So, you know, would I want to spend 3 mana for, you know, a small tank, secondary tank that has Reflect Shield? Not usually, but if you're playing like a Little League, maybe Blast game, or Little League and, you know, against a monster that does have Blast, that could be interesting, because keep in mind, Jotun's not going to be in Blast. And we're talking about Jotun so much, but that's just, I guess that's just how it goes no matter what. Jotun is still OP at this point in time. Now, at the highest levels, so okay, so never mind. So for gold is level 3 or level 5. So you do get 3 damage for 3 mana, stays the same speed the entire time at 4. And then really the only change going into the maxed out version is you get an additional health and then True Strike, so they're never going to miss. So I kind of like this card I kind of like this for some of the lower mana games or Little League games that I can play with my water deck, because I love pairing, you know, I can throw them behind like that Cruel Cephalopods. I can throw them behind, what is that other guy? The neutral guy, Zenith Monk. This could be interesting. I like it. 3 mana, 3 damage. I'm happy about that. So water has a decent epic card. Fire has a decent legendary card. Let's go ahead down to Earth now. All right, so we have Vampire Bat. Another 3 mana card. This looks like a tank. And at the base level, you're going to get 3 mana, 3 speed, 3 health, and flying. Interesting. I'm trying to see what the use of this would be at the low levels. This seems like something that would be good for like Earthquake rule sets and lower mana games, or like Little League games, or just low mana games. It doesn't need to be Little League. Now in silver, you do get that second damage. In gold, you get dodge. So flight and gold is going to make this guy really difficult to hit. I need to work out the math on that, but I kind of like this. So at max gold, you're going to have a speed of 5, a health of 5, flying, and dodge. This could make for a very interesting meat shield if you know you're going to be going up against a melee or ranged deck. So if you're going up against, you know, magic, obviously they're still going to take the hit, but I kind of like it. I kind of like it. This could be interesting even at gold. I mean, even at silver, flying is okay, but once you get that dodge element, that adds quite a bit. And then when you max out 3 damage for 3 mana, not terrible, and goes decently fast too. So I like this card. All right, we saw this one already, Vampiric Blossom. I don't know that I have any other additional thoughts, but so that people don't have to chase down the Town Hall video that I did, the main takeaway for this is that this is like your anti-Llama Cube, or just anti-Cube in general, because you get Death Blow and Oppress at level 4, which is going to be good enough for silver. Now, at the highest levels, you get immunity, which is nice. So, you know, that for I think one of the things that they were talking about is Llama Cube, specifically Llama Cube Noxious Fumes. This is a perfect card to play. And it's only 5 mana, so I kind of like that. At that point, you're doing 12 damage per turn, which is kind of nice, and you're not taking any damage. So you pair this with like a self-healer up front against Cube, like Zenith Monk, for example. So 5, 4, that's 9. Yeah, and then a 4 mana. Oh, wow. So, okay, you could pair this with Zenith Monk up front and then basically just stay alive the entire time with against like a Llama Cube. That's interesting. I like it. Now, I don't go up against many Llama Cubes, and when I do, I usually lose. But keep in mind, immunity you're not going to get until the highest levels. But this is definitely a card I would want to have, simply because I think that there's going to be a lot of value in the higher leagues for it. All right, let's move on to Life, both new cards that we have not seen yet. All right, we have a 2 mana card. Very nice. Vulguine. I think I'm saying that right. 2 mana, 1 damage. So this is at the base level. 3 health, or 3 speed, 2 health, and Scavenge. Oh, I like this already. So you get Scavenge at the first level. So this is going to be a fun card for like Super Sneak, a fun card for even like the Equalizer rule set, or Melee Mayhem. There's a lot of things that you can do. So at the high level, no, okay, so never mind. I'm sorry. Let's this is a rare card. So at the max for bronze, you're still only going to be 1 damage. At the max for silver, you'll be at 2 damage and a little extra health, higher speed. Oh wow, look at this. At max for gold, which is level 6, you get, or even not just max for gold, at level 5, which is gold, you get dodge, which could make for an interesting, this could make for an interesting tank, or even like a back tank, right? I was just saying for super sneak or melee mayhem, that could be really fun because they're going to add to their health every time somebody dies. And then in Diamond Plus, you're going to get that additional damage. So now you're doing 2 mana for 3 damage. And then in Rage, maxed out. So all of a sudden, this guy has a speed of 6 and a damage of 5 and maybe a ton of health. That could be really interesting. I like this card a lot. 2 mana, like that could be really interesting for a lot of the low mana equalizer rule sets. I'm a big fan of this one. I think this is going to go fast. Jared Scar. What a fun card. Look at this. We got Bloodlust from the get-go. This is another legendary card here. 7 mana, so decent for a tank. You're going to get 5 damage at the beginning. 2 armor, 4 health. Okay, that 4 health is a little worrisome at the lower levels. And 2 speed means that he's probably going to get eaten up quite quickly, especially with magic. So this could be interesting. This might be something that maybe you save for a, I don't know, like a melee mayhem or a super sneak or something like that, just so that he's not taking all that damage up front. Now, at silver, you get True Strike, which is great because with his slow speed, you definitely want him to be able to hit. This is something that the other Bloodlust monster does not have, Grum Flameblade. So Grum, who has a speed of 1, tends to miss a lot, even though you throw them in front. So that True Strike paired with Bloodlust, and oh my goodness, am I seeing this right? In gold, you get an additional damage. Excuse me. Additional damage and pierce with True Strike? Oh, okay, now I think I love this card. Wow. Okay, so I don't know that this would ever be a card I would want to throw in front, but definitely for like a higher mana game with Super Sneak or Melee Mayhem or even like Opportunity, this could be really, really interesting. I like this one a lot. And then maxed out 7 damage, 6 health, True Strike, Bloodlust, and Pierce. This is going to be really fun for life. Again, I don't know that I would use him in the front many times. Maybe I would use him if it's going to be like reverse rule set, a reverse speed rule set could be interesting, right? He's not going to be the fastest, but 2 is still, slower than most other cards. Oh, I'm excited to play with this guy in gold with Pierce. That should be a lot of fun. Okay, so so far, out of the 4 splinters we've had, I would say that the winning splinter so far is Life. After that, I don't know. It's kind of a toss-up. I think Countess Senesh is going to be really interesting. Let's see here. Okay, so the final splinter that we have, and then we'll go to the Dragon and Neutral. All right, so we talked about this card already on the Town Hall 5 Bigs Takeaway videos. But for those who don't want to dig through that, I get it. This is going to be a fantastic card for non-magic games, for equalizer rule sets, for weak magic games. There's going to be a ton of different areas in which you can play this card. For 5 mana, you're going to get a ton of armor, as well as, well, he's going to be flying the entire time, which is cool, but you're going to get additional damage here. And I really like, once you're in gold, you get Thorns, so it makes for a great tank up front, especially, again, this has to be a non-magic game. Great tank up front, and then in level 10, so when fully maxed out, you get Return Fire with 11. Wow, can you just imagine this card in a reverse speed rule set? This is gonna be abused like crazy. Sorry, not reverse speed, in an equalizer rule set. This is gonna be crazy because 11 plus whatever the highest health is, you're gonna have Thorns and Return Fire. Oh man, I'm trying to make my way up to Diamond as quickly as possible. I don't have the summoners to play these things. That's the problem. All right, so the other death card is an epic card here, 4 mana. So we immediately see, oh man, okay, I'm already in love. So 4 mana, we already see this as a nice, what is that called? A Little League card. It's magic, and you get stun at level 1. Man, okay, so in my guild, we've been complaining about the fact that there are not many stuns available at the lower leagues. I think there's only 1 monster that can do stun in silver. So here's someone where you can do stun right off the bat. And I'm trying to think of, cards right now that you can do knockout with. Okay, we might do some like combo videos in the future to see how these cards will play well with the Chaos Legion death cards. But you're gonna get stun as well as immunity. Oh, and he's got the Reflect Shield as well. Look at that. All right, so this is going to be a really fun epic card. So at the base level, I think this is definitely going to be one to keep an eye on. Again, not very fast, so maybe better in like a reverse rule set, or you can buff them up with some swiftness from other monsters. But that stun comes in very, very handy. Let's see here. So immunity and then reflect shield. So he could be great for like a secondary tank almost, so that you don't take any of that blast damage. Okay, I'm liking this card just from the stun ability. The immunity and reflect shield or reflection shield are kind of like added bonuses, but you get that second damage. Is this gold? Yeah, no, this is silver. You can play level 3 in silver. So 4 mana, 2 damage stun. I like this card. This might be one of my favorites. It's gonna be tough to rank them. I'll try to do a short ranking at the end. We'll see if I can do something off the top of my head. Okay, so we have a rare dragon card. This is literally rare. We don't see many of these anymore. Most dragon cards we've seen are epic or legendary. So to get a rare dragon card, you got 4 mana, Little League eligible. I like that. At the lowest level, at the base level, you have Sneak and Double Strike. I like it. I like it a lot. Ooh, this is going to be fun. It's a little slow for my taste. Now, when you get into silver, you get that second damage, which is nice, and an additional speed. When you get into gold, you get cripple. That could be clutch. So cripple with sneak and double strike could be really clutch, especially if you're playing against like a Kron on the back line or a Cube or whatever kind of healer there is on the back line. That could be really, really fun to use because now you're taking them down quite a bit. Let's see here. And then Affliction. Okay, this is definitely great for playing against someone like Kron, playing against like Cornelius, somebody in the back who can self-heal. And so initially, the double strike and cripple are going to be great for just reducing their overall health. But then that Affliction is going to come in really handy. This is going to be a fun card to use. Again, I don't know how much I'm going to use it at the highest levels, but I like it already. All right, last card. This is the last legendary. So it seems like I think we had 3 legendaries. I think we had 3 of each. 3 of each rarity. So that's kind of cool. All right, so 2 mana legendary card. Oh, okay. I'm already getting excited because I see a bunch of abilities here. All right, so 2 mana legendary card. At the lowest level, this dude has Venator Kinjo. So this dude has Reflect Shield as well as Camouflage. So it seems like he's good as a backline, but he doesn't have reach or anything. So this is going to be somebody that you need to have a specific rule set for. So, Melee Mayhem, something like that. Very, very weak, though, in my opinion. Now, the thing is, what's nice is that he's not going to ever die from blast damage, which is fantastic. So he's always going to be in the back line. The other abilities, though, so he's always only going to have 1 damage. He's always going to be speeded 2. This is going to be interesting. So this seems more like a support card than anything that can be used in the... A support card that can be used in like Melee Mayhem or Super Sneak or something. So the immunity is nice. You get that at level 2, which is silver. So he's going to survive in any kind. This could be great because he's going to survive in any kind of like Noxious Fumes rule set. Slow is great. And then, Amplify. So we now have a second monster with, second neutral monster with Amplify, and this one is half the cost. Venari Spellsmith, I think, is the other one. And you don't get this until Diamond, so I think this will be fun for obviously low mana games where you can find a way to do low mana games where you can throw them in at the highest levels. Speed is good. Actually, this might be my least favorite legendary. All right, so if we're ranking legendaries, I got to go with Jared Scar first, then Countess Senesh, and then Venator Kinjo. In terms of card that I think Jared Scar is going to be one of the best. I think Life is the real winner here. I really liked both cards that Life had to offer. And I guess speaking of which, I like both cards that Death had to offer too. So Life and Death are the 2 big winners here. Countess Senesh is great, but the other card is meh. The Tidebiter is interesting, but the other card is meh. Nature, I should say, or Earth, whatever, is is interesting too, but I don't see as many use cases for these cards, although I can see them coming in handy. But these two cards are both fantastic, and I think these two cards will be very meta changing. So Life and Death are the two big winners here for me. So this video has already gone on for quite a bit of time. I appreciate you guys for sticking around and listening. Let me know what your favorite cards are in the comments below, what you are most excited for. I know to me it is a little early. There's still 11 days before this thing comes out, and now we are so hyped and ready for them to be here. So it's going to be a tough 11 days as we wait for this to go live, but would love to hear your thoughts in the comments below. Have an amazing rest of your day. I will catch you all in the next video, and I will see you around the game. Take care.